Hey guys, go ahead, grab your water bottle, grab a towel, grab your mat. We're going to keep on with the series on getting to the basics, just some strong foundations that I believe in. So we're going to keep on with that series on slowing down and just getting some foundations in place before we ramp this, before we ramp things up. So I think 2 videos ago, I was dealing with or targeting, people who may have knee pain. And the last video I did back pain. So now we're going to target the core area. Everything just goes together, y'all. But anyway, so we're going to get on the floor. And what we're going to do, we're going to do a plank. And I'll show you a modified version along with the full-bodied version. Now, everything comes from the core, and I'll keep saying that. So make sure you are engaging your abs in everything that you're doing. It's to keep stress. It's to keep the stress and tension off of your back. Anyway, we're gonna get started. So you got your mat, and a lot of times I have to put my hands on something just a tad bit more sturdier. But anyway, what we're going to do here, this is a modified plank right here. So what I'm doing, I have my abs engaged. I have my shoulders right over my wrist. My navel is pulled in to the spine. I hope y'all can see me. I'm still trying to get used to this camera. But anyway, I'm going to turn this way to make it a little bit easier on myself for the camera purpose, for the sake of the camera. But anyway, we're in a modified plank position. I better stay to the side. Wrist, shoulder, right over your wrist, okay? Your abs are in tight. Now, this is a modified plank, so I want you to pull your navel in, and I want you to just hold right here. This, we're going to advance this plank. So what I want for you to do at this point, pull the navel in real tight. I want you to inhale, and I want you to take the right foot back, okay? Get in a strong base with your hands here. I want you to inhale. I want you to exhale, and now you're going to come up. This is a push-up position too. But anyway, it's a full body plank. Now, the goal is to hold this plank at least for a minute. But if you can't, you work from where you are. When you become tired, you drop your knees down and you go back to that half plank. Shake it out or relax a little bit and come right back up. And you hold. You're at your own level here. So keep that in mind. And if you do this continuously, it becomes, it becomes easier. So the more you practice, inhale, exhale, and bring that foot up, and then do the same thing on the other side. Just keeping your shoulders over the wrist, keeping the abs pulled in tight. You want to keep yourself in a straight plane, meaning that your shoulder and your hips needs to be in alignment with your head, okay? You want to keep your spine as neutral as you can. And like I said, when you're doing the plank, if you can hold it for only 15 seconds, that's fine. You got to start from somewhere. You hold that for 15 seconds, you shake it out. If you need to shake your hands out, you do that as well, because depending on what we've been doing, the wrist may be a little bit weak. Like I said, everything is connected. But anyway, hold this for about 15 seconds, come down, shake it out, get yourself back in that position until you work your way to about, I say, start with a goal of doing this for about a minute, keeping the navel pulled in real tight. And then as you do it, you'll progress on to a minute. Then after that minute, I will challenge you to go up to 2 minutes. I mean, I remember when we used to hold 5-minute planks, but anyway, that's later on. So we have to get to some of the basics. And some of the basics are just, like I said, slowing down with stretching, slowing down with just having a strong foundation on just some basic cues or some basic exercises that we need to put into place. Now, like I said, everything comes from the core. And I will always ask you to keep your abs engaged. So, yeah. And keeping the abs engaged takes the strain off your back. So I remember when I was training, I would just tell clients just every day, you know, you want to keep your abs just kind of taut, you know, just a little bit. You don't want to suck it too hard in, but, you know, you never want to let it go. You know, that slumps your shoulders over. That just takes your posture all out of alignment. So if you just bring your navel in to your spine just a little bit, you'll start to notice a difference in your lower back. Lower back pain goes to your, makes the glutes weak, radiates to the knees with the pain. And then if it's really bad, it'll go down to your ankle. So understand, like I said, everything is connected, but we need to slow down on some of the things that we're doing. Understand that some of the basic foundations, you need that in order to get to where you're going. But anyway, I know I always say I'll come on here and I'm not going to be long, but I just wanted to, you know, share that with you guys this morning, doing a plank. And at some point we will start to put all this stuff together. But until then, I want you guys to just be mindful of what I'm asking you to do. And I'll add this too. When I teach, I'm not just teaching for myself. I'm actually what I'm trying to do is I want to help you to help yourself, because like I said, you won't always have somebody, and you just want to be able to do these things on your own too. So like today, a plank. We did a modified plank, which is a half body plank, and we did a full body plank. So if you're new to fitness, you may not know what a plank is, but if you start to get into it, some of these exercises, after a while, if I ask you to do it, you should know what they are. So y'all, you see where I'm going? I don't want to just be out here speaking. I want y'all to really be catching some lessons out here, because you want to know these things for yourself, for just in case, because we don't never know, how long, things are going to be around, and that day coming at some time. But until then, get some things in for yourself and practice. Practice makes permanent, and then it becomes easier. But I want to thank you guys for, taking the time out to, listen to me, and I pray you find value. And until the next video, God bless you, and be well.